Okay, it's really happening. It's been a minute, everybody. Hopefully there's still people hanging around waiting for this book. I know there's been a few, and we're actually going live tonight. Yeah, I know it's weird. It's a Tuesday night. It's not normal for us, but it's time to get back to work. It's time to do this stuff. It's Penny for Your Soul. It's 15 years of the book. It's 15 years of this company. We had intended to do some of this earlier in the year, but of course, many of you know there were some family things going on for me earlier in the year. Everything kind of had to get pushed back. Some things had to get pushed into next year. What's up, Freddie? Yeah, trailer. Everybody telling, why don't you do a video? Because I don't want to do a video. I gave you all a video, okay? Gave you all a video. Hope you liked it. So we had to push some things into next year. We had to push some things down the line. but it was time to get back to work and get these books going. We've been sitting on this art for a long, long time. We're going to show you a little preview of this book that launches in 22 minutes. But before we do that, we're going to bring co-host extraordinaire live on screen. It's Shawnee Myers. What's happening, Shawnee Myers? So yeah, it's
I'm very excited.
Yeah, and you even got the demon shirt on.
Yes. My version of the demon shirt.
Appropriate for the book, which tonight, as you guys will see, is Penny for Your Soul, Mary Magdalene's Seven Demons. And it is, in fact, a story about Mary wrestling with her demons. It is the seven demons that Jesus exorcised from her way back in the day. This picks up right where Pestilence left off, with Mary sort of in the pit of hell. The demons kind of leaking out of the cave, and that's where we left her about 5 years ago, almost. Like, it's been too long since we've even been on this book. So
it's been a minute.
It has been a minute. So guys, this is going to be a 40-page book, followed up by a second 40-page book in November that will wrap up this sort of little mini series that we're going to do. So it's the equivalent of 4 issues in 2 issues for you guys. And if you got questions for us along the way, just hit me up, let me know. Wherever you're watching from, the link to the landing page is in the description. So click it, make sure you sign up, make sure you get the announcement in case you drop out of the video or you want to come back later tonight. Like I said, we're going to launch in 20 minutes, but you can come back anytime you want to, but make sure you follow it and know that we're going to be live in 20 minutes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's just, where the hell is it? Let's just get right to it here. Because I know Shawnee is one of our patrons, so she's seen probably 90% of what's on this campaign already, but there's going to be probably a few little bonus items that she didn't know about. But Patreon is Patreon is one of the things that we try to integrate into Kickstarters, guys. Our Patreon members who also back our Kickstarter campaigns do get bonus items. They are called Patreon perks. They have been original art sketch cards. They have been metal cards. They have been bonus comics. They've just been random bonus things. If you're a patron and you back the Kickstarter, you get a bonus item. Simple as that. This campaign also has something extra to it that we'll show you as we get into it. This is Mary Magdalene's Seven Demons. Like I said, celebrating 15 years. I'll let you guys read all this stuff on your own. There are some reader.
You're not going to go through it page by page.
There are some reader reviews in here, so you can see that we're not just making it up here. This book's been around for a while. It's got some fans, we're excited to finally get back to this book. Here's a quick little look at our cover artist, but see, I already forgot something. There's a couple more preview pages that I'm going to drop in here. We have a couple more. Okay. So watch for those a little bit later. But JB Netto is back on the book. He's been doing the book since the beginning. There's only 2 issues he hasn't done. Chris Hall
so excited to have him back on it. So
yeah. And he's always very excited when I tell him, hey, we're doing more. Come back. Chris Hall is the new color artist for at least this little mini series. He's doing a great job. We'll have him probably on the show at some point. You guys can meet him. So there's a few preview pages, but there's more that I just forgot to drop in today. So day 1 exclusives. Now, generally these are day 1 exclusives, but because we are launching in the evening this time, these are now 24-hour exclusives. Yeah, 24-hour exclusives. Okay. So you have from 8 tonight to 8 tomorrow to get all of these items. The first item, of course, is the next wizard card. We've been doing this as a little set for quite a while. People are digging on them, so we're continuing the trend. This is an automatic thing. It's not a stretch goal. It's just if you're a backer in the first 24 hours, you get the wizard card. Then we have our retro foils. Whenever we have these sort of anniversaries and special moments, we go back into the vault. We find some cool art that was never really able to be fun holofoils and so on back in the day, and we turn them into holofoils. So we have FICO Ocio's old school cover. We have JB Netto's Danica cover, and we have
that's going to be cool in foil.
Yeah, And all of these, I think, are going to really pop. So,
Yep.
and Mike Chrome's Angel Over Vegas foil. These, again, are 24 hours, guys. They will be printed to order. Obviously, we'll have a few extras because artists get comps and so on, but basically printed to order. Please get a hold of them ASAP. Don't miss out. They will be gone. Generally speaking, when we do these things, they end up landing in like the 20 to 30 copy range. So there's really not very many of them on the market, and they're in people's collections. So if you miss them, chances are they're not coming out. That's just the reality. Now, here's Patreon, like we talked about, first looks, exclusive offers, Kickstarter perks, and secret pledges. There is a secret pledge on this campaign. You have to have a link to find it. For those that are Patreon members, tell me how this works, because I don't know how it works. But the Patreon link is on Patreon currently. So however you guys want to attempt it, if you want to click it and use that as your first pledge and add on more, or if you want to see, tell me how it works, and we'll tinker with it. Yeah. Initially, I thought I was able to do them as add-ons, secret add-ons, but of course, Kickstarter did not think that far ahead, and it has to be a pledge, not an add-on. If it was an add-on, this would be very easy. I'd just give you a couple of links. You can go add them on, and you're done. But they threw, as always, a wrench in the works, and
we'll just have to see.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how it works for you guys. But it is a secret pledge. You can only get it if you're a Patreon member. So if you are not a Patreon member, click it right there. Patreon sign up. Click it. It'll take you right to our Patreon. Sign up for the $5 or $10 level. Either way, you get the link. Either way, you get Patreon perks. Either way, you get all the first looks and exclusive offers and so on and so on and so on. Okay. If you have Patreon questions, ask me later. Then and then we're into the covers. Yeah. You have a Patreon question?
No, I don't. But I was saying I did a camp. I joined a campaign that did something similar. I think you have to click the link. I don't know if you can go in and do like pledges and then go back out and do it, but I'm not 100% certain. So I would encourage people maybe to do the link first, start that way.
That's my thought. Yes, 100%. But
sorry, continue on.
Yeah, but I'll let you guys try it out and tell me how it works, and then that way we'll know for next time more specifically, and then maybe by next time they'll just have it as add-ons and solve this dumb problem. The basic cover here, guys. This is your logo edition. JB Netto on the cover. We had CB Zane do us that frame for all of our characters from Big Dog Inc., kind of like the old Marvel cover that they did a number of years ago. So that is your basic cover there. Remember, everything that you see here, the prices all are including your shipping. There's no extra cost on your shipping. Here's Pedro Perez and the Princess of Hell. That is Mary Magdalene, of course, the star of this particular series. Juan Jose Rip is a legend in the industry. He has been around forever. Old school Chaos Comics fans will remember Juan doing tons of Lady Death and so on back in the day with Brian Pulido. Reached out to him. He was excited to do this. He did a great job. Alania on the colors killed it as always. The work of art, it is Narcelio Sousa, guys. This has been a concept I've had in my head for so long, and finally get to drop it. All of these variant covers are limited to 100 copies. So is this. However, the 100 copies will be divided up between the different colors that you see there. So it'll be like 50 blues and 30 greens and like 15 reds and 5 pinks or whatever it is. It says in the description. You'll be able to read it and get an exact thing. But the trick is that if you were to buy one, you're just going to get one at random. So when it shows up in your package, you might get the really hard one to get. You might get the easier one to get. We're just going to pull them out at random. If you want to buy more than one, you can do so, and I will do my best to make sure you get two colored copies as best I possibly can within that. But that is perfectly allowed if you decide you want to try and do that.
A little random shuffling for all you fans out there.
That's right. Joan of Arc, another first timer here. Steven Segovia, big Marvel artist, and he's doing a lot of Spawn stuff. Again, I reached out to him. He was very excited to do this. Nia Rufino on the colors. And Drax Gall, amazing artist, of course, from You know him probably a lot from Still Ill stuff from over at Dan
Mhm.
Mendoza's place. I know he's done stuff for just about everybody now, but
Yep.
we got it. This is his second piece for us. Again, Nia Rufino came in, did colors for us on that one.
Beautiful job for both of them.
Yep, amazing. And then one of our rising stars here, Izaneto Adamar, always knocks it out of the park. This is Bunny, the First Horseman War. This is her down in hell with the Apocalypse Sword, Elenia DiNapoli on the colors. That's just about as good as it gets, my friends. And that's really it. That's your 7. That's your big 7. And then, of course, we have what Keith Garvey has been up to since earlier in the year. It's his Lingerie Wars set. This is Cupid on the bomb, of course. So this is the 8th cover for the campaign. That is the primary 8. And yeah, that's what we got for you. That's the easy stuff right there. And then all of the limited edition covers can be found as holofoils and metals, either as pledges or add-ons. So if you want to make them fancy, you can turn them fancy, as fancy as you want them to be. All holofoils and metals are also printed to order, guys. So keep that in mind. The metals, we always do at least 10, just because the production of them requires that. But again, very, very low print runs on all
You
of
can
those.
go as fancy as you want.
That's right. That's right. Your choice. And then we go next level, and it's the next level combos, guys. So we have Izaneto with Bunny in Hell and in Heaven. We are doing 65 of these, what we call the side chicks. So please get a hold of these if you are looking at them. They are not going to last long. You can only get the side chicks as part of the sets. They're only available as the sets. So if you want the Bunny set, go get the Bunny set. We also have What Happens in Vegas, Juan Jose Rip and Elenia DiNapoli, Angel and really Fallen Angel on that side. Wow. There.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 65 sets being made, guys, 65 side chicks. And then Heaven's Daughter, Steven Segovia, day and night versions, Nia Rufino on the colors, 65 sets of these, 65 sets. Okay. We understand.
Yes, we understand that. For those of us who cannot grab everything, you make life very difficult for us, Tom.
Make those choices. Well, let me make it a little harder for you because
please.
Because Lingerie Wars took an extra step.
Of course it did.
This time around. Yeah. Keith Garvey went 3 ways on this one. He has got the standard Lingerie Wars. He's got the Lingerie Wars, and he has the Nude Bomb version. Again, same thing as the others. There are 65 of those extra side chicks. You can only get them in that set, right? Like that. Or you can just get it all. Just like that. Just get it all. There's a deal here. There's a price break on this if you're just buying it all. Remember, again, $250, that includes your shipping. In, out, done. You've got everything that we have on this campaign, barring the metals, the foils, all that kind of stuff. But that's the easy way. But you can, of course, pick whatever it is that you like, and just take that as well. Then we have metal card add-ons. I found a handful of these sets, guys. These are some sets from back when we did these originally, 5-6 years ago. There's only like 20 of these sets left. We made 100 sets and we're down to like 20 of them. So I have like 20 Mendoza sets. I have like 20 McKay sets, and I have like 20 Chrome sets, and that's it. That's it. So I figured I would throw those up there. If you guys don't have them,
you've all been warned.
Grab a set. Yep, they're not going to last long. 100% there. Then if you've not read the book before, you need to catch up. We have the catch ups for you. You can get all the trade paperbacks, all the previous issues, the current issues, the whole thing. You can get it digitally. You can get it regular physical copies, and you're good to go. Temptation of Mary Magdalene. This is a one-shot prequel to the whole story. This is the second printing. It's a low print run second printing with a new cover. We do still have some Showgirls pinup books, Penny for Your Soul and Showgirls combined. And then, of course, if you just want to get into some Big Dog Ink books, we got you covered. All kinds of catch-up opportunities.
We got
here.
what you need.
That's right. That's right. All kinds of catch-up opportunities. And there we go. That's it. That's your campaign.
Ta-da.
We have 7 minutes before we click go. Any questions from anyone? Shawnee, you have questions? Anybody have questions?
I do not. I take it hopefully that your internet has decided to cooperate for this one.
Yeah. We had no internet yesterday, which is ridiculous. But today we woke up and they were like, "Yep, everything's fine." Said, okay,
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Okay, good. So this is we have some amazing artists on this, guys. I'm super happy to have Juan and Steven Segovia. They have both already pledged that they will do some more for us. So
Sweet.
Super excited about that. And I will tell you that when we get to issue 2, which will be November, another wild name out of the blue is joining us. That I was like, oh, okay,
Super exciting.
Let's make that happen. So yeah. So
Tom
she's going to be
secret.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me, this is a secret until I see something drawn.
Okay, fair enough.
and then we'll start, and then the Patreon folks will get to know something well ahead of time. But yeah, she said she was going to start trying to work on something towards the end of the month here. So maybe in the next week I will start to see something, and then we'll
then it'll be real.
Yeah, trail that information down. But yeah, it's one of those things that it's like if I start talking about it, it's
you don't want to jinx it.
That's right. That's right.
Gotcha.
Right. There's too many ways for that to go wrong, and then it's no good. So that's it, guys. We're done. We're solid. I just lost where the hell did it go? There it is.
There it is.
Yeah. So Pedro Perez, love Pedro Perez. So that's our campaign. Remember, day 1, 24 hours this time. Key piece of information. We had somebody, I was on the Lori Calcaterra show this morning, and somebody from the UK was like, "What time is that for me?" And I was like, "It's like 1 a.m, but you have 24 hours. So
yes,
sleep, wake up in the morning. You will still have time to get
make a good decision.
Yeah. You'll have plenty of time to get the bonus items. It's not a big deal. Don't worry." And she was like, "Okay, good. That makes me feel better." Yeah. So, yeah, and these should look really, really good in the foil stuff.
Absolutely. Yep. Wham.
Kablamo.
That too.
Kablamo.
Yeah.
I can only hope that everything is where it's supposed to be.
With the exception of the additional preview pages that you will add later.
Yeah. Well, those are easy. It's the rewards where you can muck it up. But we should be okay. But
the nice thing is it's all fixable.
Well, it's fixable until somebody buys something from the reward.
Okay, good point. That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then it kind of shuts down and you can't really edit it anymore. You can stop it, like zero it out if there's a problem, and then like remake it. But anybody that bought it, you can't change that part of it. So
right.
That's always kind of the real fear, I think, of these Kickstarters is, did I do it right? Like, is there something wrong somewhere?
Well, this is where you hope your faithful followers and everything else will do that quick look and everything else, because I know there's been some out there who, yes.
Listen, there's check marks on everything, man. Like I see no flaws.
All right. And we're going to call it good.
Oh my God. Yeah. I see no flaws, but there's usually
Freddie, you're on call.
One somewhere. Yeah. Freddie will be like, "Oh, that one's not right."
Exactly.
Yeah. So we got 3 minutes, guys, and we're going to launch this thing. This will be a 3-week campaign. So it runs, what does that take us to? Oh, God. So 1, 2, 3. So right after it'll end. No, that's good. It runs right after Lansing Comic-Con, which is one of the cons that I got added into. Capital City Comic-Con is what it's called, but it's in Lansing here in Michigan. Keith Garvey is going to be there. I'm told it is his first ever Comic-Con.
Oh, how
he has
exciting.
he has done like little small events like with Zenoscope and stuff,
Yep.
the little VIP things. But as far as like an actual real go to a con, he has never done it, and this will be his first one. So
Oh,
we'll be there. He's not going to be at our booth. He has his own booth, but
yeah.
we'll be kind of right around the corner from him. So that'll be cool to hang out with.
You will be
with
within
Keith.
gabbing distance. You'll be able
Yeah.
to go. And
Yeah.
signing distance potentially.
Exactly. That's what I told the guy. I was like, can you put me across from him? Like, where can we go? And he was like, well, we'll see what we can do. So, but yeah, it's, Keith will be there. And I have the space that they gave me is like way more than I expected. So, I'm trying to see if I can get like a bonus artist to come sit in with me too. So as soon as that kind of happens, we'll let you all know.
Shenanigans are afoot.
Yeah. I know Mike Wesolowski was super excited because he was like, I'm going to be in Michigan that week. I was like, well, come to the con, man. Come to the con. We'll see what we can do for you. Yeah. All right. So let's exit preview.
All right.
You guys can watch how the bread gets made here.
Exactly. Everybody hold your breath.
It's been approved. Ready to launch. Go through what? Where's the? Oh, here it is. There's a little thing you had to click.
I was going to say, I see the box is not checked. You got to check the box.
Yeah. Went right past the thing. So we're just about to do this, guys. If anybody has any questions, we're going to hang out here for a little while. That way, if you've got questions, you can certainly ask. It's 8:00, so we go. Ding,
ding,
ding. Fries are done. Maybe. There we go. Maybe. It's live. Woo-hoo. It's live. Oh, let me get rid of this dumb little side thing here. Like that.
Complete with sound effects.
Yeah, sound effects. Yeah. So we are live, guys. It is happening. I'm going to post a couple of little things here so that everybody knows that we're live. Get this link and we'll spread it around. I'll tell you that we have Bun Leung doing a Danica chibi for us. So we have stretch goals lined up already.
Nice.
So we know what the first few are. So we'll see how close we get to them tonight, if at all. But Bun is definitely on it was a really fun idea. As soon as I messaged him, he was like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Oh, I want this." And he was like, "Oh, okay." So I think it'll be a fun idea. It's not just sort of like a straightforward, hanging out character. Like, yay! It's like something they're actually doing something, which I think will be cool. So you'll all see that when we get to that.
I don't think I've ever. I mean, anytime you approach Bun about doing something, it's always excitement or anything else. He's like, "Yeah, sure." So,
yes, yeah,
yes. Which is a positive, which is what we want. We want to continue that.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, Bun's great. Bun does a great job. He loves our characters. He always says that they're fun. We have yet to. It's not true. We have duplicated. I'm realizing. Do you know what we duplicated?
What did we duplicate?
There's one character that has been duplicated in his chibi stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
Technically two, because he did one for when we did the spin-off comics one. He did a catnip for that, and then he did a catnip later on. So technically he did that one, and then there was one other one that he has done duplication on. Any idea what that is?
I do know. I've been up since 4, so my brain is.
I was thinking about it. Like, no, he hasn't really duplicated. And I'm like, nope, he's 100% duplicated. He did a Blue Jay for us many moons ago, and it was something for the Comic Book Shopping Network show. It was like you got a bonus thing there, and it was a Blue Jay thing. And then he did Blue Jay again just recently last year for the BD14 anthology. So
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. No wonder I don't remember because it was so long ago.
It was a long time ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago. And I just remember that because I'm actually in the process of sorting out all of these random leftover stretch goal things, trading cards and stickers and magnets and whatever, trying to figure out what the hell I've got, and keep it organized. And what can I do with, 10 of this and 8 of that and, whatever. So there's a huge box that's just filled with stickers and magnets and just whatever.
Overflowing with goodies.
Overflowing. Yep. Yeah. So we'll have some more from Bun.
Nice.
Yeah. So we have poker chips in the mix. Oh, hey, Mike's here. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Snuck in while I was dropping links. What's happening? But yeah, it's we kind of have a methodology to stretch goals that we do, and you guys kind of know how it all works.
Just a little bit.
And so but that was always kind of the thing, is like I don't want to. Technically, in a way, he's done a third one because he's done Critter before, but then he did a zombie Critter. So technically, it's different, but it is still Critter.
It's still Critter. Yeah.
So it depends on
your how
depends on your definition.
Exactly. Yeah.
Depends on your definition of it. Yeah, that's right. So yeah.
And regardless of your definition, who's going to say no to more Bun TVs? So come on.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They're too good. They're way too good. Way too good. Boom! There's something big. We're almost at $1,000 here, guys, in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Not feeling jiggy. Oh, sorry, dude.
Aww.
Go find yourself a nice, fun book to buy, and make yourself feel better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boost your morale, and then go take a nap.
That's right. That's right. This book's been a long time coming. I was trying to remember like when we did this last, and it had to been like 2019, maybe, was issue 7.
I think it was right before COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. 8, maybe even 18. I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while because we did, because I came out of Aspen. And we did this. Came out of Aspen in 2015. No. 15, 16, 18-ish. Yeah. So it would have been 18 or 19 when we finished the 7 issues, because we were doing them like quarterly. So it was taking a minute to get there. So yeah, it's been like 5+ years since we've done this particular book. And it's been interesting kind of getting back into it. When I did Lori's show today, we had a really good crowd. They were very like into learning what this thing was. I think that's kind of the interesting part about like coming in and out of books, is because you have those periods of time of like, hey, we're not doing this book for a while, and then it comes back. You're like, it's easier to kind of tap on new readers, because people come in to comics in that period of time. So you have the same people, but then you roll out into new people. So and then next year is going to be the 15th anniversary of Oz. So we're going to be really heavily focusing on Oz next year.
Yay.
In a lot of ways. And this year, of course, in August, we're putting together the first Oz omnibus. Well, our first ever omnibus, but it's going to be Oz. It's going to be a little bit oversized. We're going to have
so full of goodness, it's bursting at the seams.
Oh my God. When I first started like getting quotes for the book, I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be like, 400 pages, something like that. And then as I started to really think about it, I was like, oh, this is like 500 pages. This is going to be big. This is going to be a big book. So we're going to have a hardcover edition and a softcover edition.
Okay.
Both of them will have the Nia Rufino cover on it that she did, the new cover. And then we will have 100 of them, like we've done in the past. 100 of them will have a special dust jacket that will be Nia's cover, virgin cover, no logos or anything, but in like the sepia tone, so like Old West tintype,
cool. Okay.
Kind of look. So that'll be like the like, I don't know, whatever, the premium version. We'll do 100 of those with that dust jacket, and then the rest of them will just be like that. But what we're also doing this time is we're printing more of them. So like in the past, we've only done like a couple hundred of these things. So this time we're doing more of them. So while the price might end up still being like 60 or 70 bucks, it's going to be 60 or 70 bucks for a 500 page book versus like the 200 page book that we were doing in the past. So, more we print, the more we can kind of bring the price point down.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do. That's our goal. That's what we're trying to do. And we'll see if that
pans out.
We can make that work. It looks like it's going to work fine.
Cool.
And it's going to be, and it's really nice too. Like the paper, like she was at, where the hell was she? C2E2. And she had like paper samples and stuff. And I was like, oh, I want that paper. That's
paper
she's
porn.
like, oh, she's like, oh, that's a little expensive. I said, that's the paper I want right there. That's
right.
so good. And she was like, okay, we can do it. We can do it. So it's not letting you add on the secret pledge. So what I think, this is where it gets weird, Greg.
I think you'll need to go. Yeah, I think because what I did is you go to your link first. It'll add it. You can pledge for the secret tier, and then you can add on anything else, and that's when your add-ons. So
try using the link first, and then tell me what happens, Greg. This is all a big hubbub for us trying to figure out how to do this. So if you go and use the link first, tell me how that works, and then we'll figure it out. And if that kind of runs into a wall, we have workarounds still, so don't worry.
Because
we'll get you hooked up. So. Yeah, it worked for you.
Yeah,
it did.
Yes.
You were able to pledge and then add something else on.
Yes.
Okay, good. So maybe that'll work. We'll see.
Yeah, I do have a question on the complete set. So with the 4 attendees, the blue, the pink, the green.
Yeah.
So there's one in there. So is that the random? So if you buy the full set, then you're going to get a random one of whichever one that is. Of 100.
What do you mean the full set? Oh, the full set, the 250 on red. Yes.
Yes, the 250
again,
on
same
red.
thing. You'll just get one of the 100. Okay. Yep.
And then if you do that, I can't afford it. But if somebody does, they buy the 250 and if they want to add on another one, another version of that, you'll do your best to try and not do.
I will. Yes. Anybody who buys multiples, I will do my best to get them different colors as long as I'm able to do so. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. So 11 minutes. We're already at $1,400. Mr. De Leon is still trying to get his thing done. So that's going to put us well over 15 as soon as he figures that out. So this is a very nice little start here for a random Tuesday night. Yeah. For those that are watching on Facebook, watching anywhere, Wednesday nights, I do a live show on the Comic Book Shopping Network on Facebook. And tomorrow night is episode 222. No, it's not listed as an add-on, Greg, because I only have so many of those that I can do. So what I'm going to tell you to do, Greg, is pledge for the books that you want. Okay. If you want that 250, pledge for that. And then we're going to go back to the old school way and just add your $40 for the secret. And I'm just going to make a note that that's what we need to do. That's easy to do. So go buy your books like you would normally do, and then just throw an extra 40 on the pile, and you've got it. You're good to go. Yeah, that was my concern, is that it wasn't going to let you create an add-on out of that, because the 250, I only have so many, so I don't have them in add-on places.
Oh, okay. I was just looking for that myself. So, but
Yeah.
everything else is there, just not the 250.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Right.
Then
Yep.
I may talk to you afterwards, Tom, and everything else about. So.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Yep. All good.
We can always create a workaround. You're
Exactly.
fine. Yes, Mike, there's 24 hours. Yes, first 24 hours. There is let me go to it. I'll show you. Here we go. So we have the Wizard card. That's your first 24-hour automatic bonus Wizard card right there. Okay. And then these are the 24-hour retro foils that will turn themselves off after 24 hours. And they will be gonzo. Okay. We good? We understand? Everything's hunky dory?
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's see, and that's why I was thinking to myself, why isn't this just a secret add-on? Because that would have solved all of the problems that we just had.
That would have been so much easier.
It's just like, come on, guys.
Yep.
Come on, guys. Everything they do, it's like two steps forward and one step back.
Yep.
Like, I like what you did. I think
really
this
cool
is a good idea.
But we're going to make it difficult to try and do.
Yeah,
We're going to do it kind of ass backwards.
Yeah. Just like, oh my God. So yeah, it's frustrating. Somebody needs to go tell Kickstarter how to run their operation. Maybe I'll have to start applying for that job one of these days.
We go.
Although, I went to apply for that job a couple of years ago, and I looked at it and I was like, I can do this job. But It was like you either had to move to a place. I don't remember where it was. I want to say New York or something. You either had to move to a place or you had to, or it was like a remote thing, but they only do remote things in certain states.
Oh.
And Michigan was not one of those states. I was like, what is going on there?
That does not make a lot of sense.
No, it did not make a lot of sense. It did not make so. But at the end of the day, I was like, well, I guess I'm just
not going to do that. Yeah.
SOL, because I'm not moving to New York. Sorry, that's not going to happen. So yeah, it was kind of a strange deal. But and they've asked me from time to time. They've some emails like, hey, you have any suggestions or ideas? And I'm like, yeah. Fix this
Careful
nonsense.
What you asked for.
Fix this nonsense, man.
Yep.
And yeah. And they're like, it's funny. The one that I most recently I was like, yeah, you need to make it so that there's a button that says turn this pledge into an add-on, and just so we don't have to rebuild this campaign twice, essentially. And she literally laughed at me. She was like, yeah, I know. So it's like, for whatever reason, they cannot figure out how to make that happen. But they know that that's like the thing that people are wanting.
Frothing at the mouth about.
Changed to 250 on red. All 3 day one retro foils. Added 40 in bonus. That's good, man. You're covered. You're covered. We got you. Appreciate you. Yeah. And I'm going to actually, now that I know that that's the way that works, I'm actually going to reach out to them and be like, yo, just put this as an add-on. Just, if you can do it here, you can do it here. So have it make sense. Otherwise it gums up the works.
Just a little bit.
Oh, hey, Mr. Drax is here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I said hi to him earlier. Yeah.
Mr. Drax, what are you doing? You want to come on and chit chat with us? Tell us about your cover, which we'll show everybody right now. If you want to jump on, my friend, I am happy to send you the link. Let's see. Zoom. There it is.
There it is. Boom.
Drax Gall and Nia Rufino on the colors, doing amazing work.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
There it is. So very pretty.
Yeah, we'd be happy to introduce you to our peeps, Mr. Drax, if you'd like to do it. I got to meet Drax at Dan Mendoza's event. He was down there for IlCon, so I got to meet Drax for the first time. That was cool.
Last Comic-Con in San Diego.
San Diego. Yep, that's coming up.
Yep. So
I will say that I will be at San Diego Comic-Con next year. I will be there next year.
Okay.
I will be there next year.
Okay.
I may not have a booth, but I
Right.
am going to have my professional credentials again.
All right.
And so I'll be able to get in and do my rounds that I haven't done in, oh my God. Again, it's like I'm trying to figure out like when the last time it was that I was there. And I think it was it had to be 2018 was my last time with Aspen. So it's been like 7 years since I've been to San Diego. Crazy.
It's been a while.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I, even if I'm not at a booth, I will have my professional
All right.
credentials. That's already in the works. So,
I have heard this before. So.
yeah. Well, I tried to do professional credentials for this year, but there's unbeknownst to me, I was, they have a limit. Like, there's like a cutoff, and the cutoff is like something like September of the previous year or something like that.
Yeah.
So when I was all excited. I was like, oh, good. I can at least go. I got my professional credentials. I can just go and hang out. And they were like, your professional credentials are under review for 2026. I'm like, no,
oh, okay.
That's not what I want.
No,
but at least we'll have that. And we'll see y'all in San Diego next year. I will be there. Whether we have a booth or not, I might look into getting a booth as well, but it's just such a pain in the ass.
I totally 100%
actually
agree. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
The con itself is actually not a pain in the ass. It's one of the best shows to like actually be at, because the setup is really easy. The breakdown is really easy. Like, they have it figured out. I really like San Diego in that context.
Yes.
But because I'm in the Midwest, it's just a hell of a travel to be lugging the truck around and 4 days drive and all that. 4 days drive, 4 days con, and then 4 days drive back. It's like, it's a 3-week event for me almost.
Yeah, it's a huge time investment for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So unless I can figure out how to like, fly and ship my stuff out, which is doable, I may just end up wandering around.
Which again can be a really fun and cool thing, of the people watching just hanging out, like you said, for just that, not having the stress of trying to run a booth.
Yeah. And part of my goal, it would be to be, hitting up the
network.
Network. Going to some of these publishers and being like, look, I'm Big Dog Inc. I'm Aspen. I'm Dynamite. I'm I'm
everything.
I'm doing things. What do you got for me?
Exactly.
And see what we can do. And then I'm going to work with Dren. Probably, I don't even know, it'll be late this year or next year, because everything again got pushed back. The Plan 39 from Outer Space book is still happening, but it's everything got shifted. So it's I got to this point where I'm like, I feel like I should be doing some other things, or bringing my stuff to some of these larger publishers,
right.
Pitching myself to Image again, because I haven't done that since before I was anything. But now I can actually say, like, look, I've had 15 years of time. I have I've worked with J. Scott Campbell, I've worked with Ryan Otley, I've worked with these people. You have
quite the dossier.
I have a track record of putting books out. So and I do actually have a book too that nobody knows about, that are back burner books, but I think both of them could be very easily Image books, and so I'm going to be looking at like, okay, let me put these together as far as a pitch, see if I can even get a no this time, because I didn't get anything.
No
last
ghosting.
time. If I can at least get a no, then I know I've leveled up. Like, they've looked at me and they've been like, no. Whereas before they were like, fuck no, I don't want anything to do
They're
with
like, we don't see you.
yeah. At least just give me the no. No.
Gotcha. Well, fingers crossed. That sounds.
So so we'll let you know how that's going to go.
All
right.
Right.
We'll see how it plays. One of them was like a weird, like, the idea. I don't know where the hell the idea came to me, but I have to figure out how to do it, because it's it's a really sort of subtle, the way I want to tell the story, it's very subtle, but I want the art to be very bold in a sense, so that the art kind of really is telling the story. Like, I really don't want a lot of words, through it all.
Right.
I want the images to be like, oh, I know exactly what's happening right here. So that's going to be
That could be
an
that's quite the challenge.
Yeah, an interesting way to do this thing. But it's kind of like the shark book. It's like it's in there now, and it's working, and it's like, oh yeah, we could do it this way, and we could do it that way.
It's not a tumor.
It might be a tumor. Yeah, could very well be a tumor.
Will be a tumor. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it has creativity coming up, then
Yeah,
we can live with it.
I think it'll be really different. It's a really, really different thing for me. Very, very different.
Right.
Which is part of why I want to do it, because I'm feeling this sort of, it's really been weird, because since my mom passed, I've had a really hard time just doing anything again, like the creative spark. Like the pilot light was gone.
Yeah.
I couldn't really. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this?
You were a bit lost.
Oh yeah, and it really hasn't. It really has not stopped. It's been really difficult thing for me to like get back into writing. But here, I'll do this. We'll show you guys something else here. Hold on. We can leave that there, I guess. This is what I've been doing to light the pilot light again. And it's been working pretty well. Let's see. Okay. Doink. Doink. I'll show you a few of these here. It's not letting me add on more than one combo set at a time. If I add one, the other two are not there. Well, aren't you getting the 250 anyway, or are you trying to get what are you trying to do? Be more specific there, Freddie. I'm assuming you're talking about like the 3 side chick covers, but give me a little more specificity, so I can see what the problem might be, because there shouldn't be anything. If you can see them, you should be able to just add them. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to, unless it's just glitching out right now. Refresh your browser and do all of that and let it see if it's got a weird problem happening. But if you add one, the other 2 options are not there. Like, I don't know why that would be.
Yeah.
Let me look at something real quick. Let me look at something. How do I look at something? There we go. They changed all their weird terminology. All the dashboard stuff, they changed their wording. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now.
Okay, it's trying to add Bell. Oh yeah, all of the 3 side chick.
Okay, so hold on a second there, Freddie. Let me look at something. Let me look. Well, metal. Yeah, they should be there. So let me look real quick. Okay. There are check marks on my add-on column. Okay, add-ons. Let's see here. Scrolling.
Actually, I'm on my end. I think duty calls, so I need to cut out a little early. Sorry about that. So,
nope, you're good. Do your thing.
But thank you so much. This was a lot of fun, and I'm excited. I'll have to dig into the campaign a little bit more, and I will talk to you about how to make arrangements later on down the road.
Yep. We'll figure it out.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
We'll see ya.
Congrats. Talk to you later.
Thanks. And Freddie, as I'm looking here now, I'm not seeing the other 2. That's why there's a problem. So I'm going to solve that problem right now. Give me 1 second, and we're going to solve the problem, because that's kind of crazy. I don't know how that is. There's check marks on those things. They're supposed to be in there. So, but we're going to fix it. We're going to drop them in right now. Where did they go? Okay, there we go. Duplicate that. And Demons, Joan of Arc, combo. This is Steven Segovia. There we go. Yeah, like I have the combo image. Like this is crazy. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Joan of Arc Moonlit, Joan of Arc variant. Okay, so Freddie, tell me if you can see the Joan of Arc one, because it should be there in about 20 seconds. That's right. Yeah, solving problems on the fly here. That was a weird one. That's a weird one because I have these things marked off. Okay, come on. All right, so give it about 20 seconds. Tell me if you see the Joan, and then we're going to add in the Fallen Angel, and then we'll be good to go. Okay. Okay, there's that. There's that. There's that. Fallen Angel. Digital. Okay, there we go. Give it about 30 seconds, Freddie. You should be able to get them. Herp a derp. Sorry about that, guys. I told you Freddie would be the one to find the mistake, right? Without question, Freddie would be good. Yeah, so the other one will be there in just a second. And you'll be good to go. We're halfway there already, guys. It's been a half an hour, and we are halfway to the goal that we need. Like I said, I'm going to show you some other stuff here as we continue to poke around. So what I've been doing to sort of, again, light the pilot light of writing and the creativity of things is we've been working on what we are calling the BD Index, thanks to Mr. Freddie, of course. I should let you troubleshoot this thing before I launch. The BD Index, which is our who's who in the Big Dog Inc. universe. So I've been writing these things up past, I don't know, month or so to kind of rejuice me in getting all this stuff done. And these will be part of the BD 15 anthology campaign in October. So you'll be able to get that book, and you'll be able to get the BD Index book, which we're going to show you a few pieces of right here, so you get a sense of what it is we're doing, how it works, how it looks, etc., etc., etc. There you go, Mike. There's April. It will be alphabetical. So it's basically 9 volt is the first through Critter. It'll be 32 pages of things just like this. 32 pages just like this. There you go. It's April the Witch. So that's what I've been doing to kind of, again, spark myself back and get these things happening, get the writing going again. Because it's just, I just kind of went flat, with all the funeral, and then, all these conventions kind of came up, and it was really just kind of overwhelming. So there you go. There you go. Guys, we are halfway there at half an hour, at 30 minutes into the campaign. Appreciate y'all for jumping in here. We're going to be live kind of sporadically all week long and through the campaign to kind of try and remind you all that we're here. There is a lot to see on this campaign. There's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of low print run stuff. Please make sure you get all of the day one things that you need. Okay. That's the really important stuff, because you have 24 hours to get those day one items. And then they will automatically disappear. And then we've got a campaign to run going into, again, I will be at Lansing, Michigan, Capital City Comic-Con. It's 3 weeks, Mike, 21 days. 21 days, so 3 weeks. And it will end right after Capital City Comic-Con, where I will be with Keith Garvey and potentially some other artists, if I can sort of finagle and talk them into joining me. Hopefully we can. Getting messages all over. I only have 2 messages. Oh, and they're both garbage. They're both some of those pro things. Yeah. Dup. So let's go back to the dashboard. Scroll through here, see what's going on. Okay, so we're caught up on all that stuff. Good to go. Okay. Let me come back to you guys here. I talked to him. I sent him an email. We have no idea what has happened to ZB Zane. We have no idea what the problem was with his account. Just nutso cuckoo. Hopefully it will get solved. I kind of assumed maybe he'd have like a 30-day ban or something. And if that's the case, that should be coming up pretty soon as far as letting him back on. I don't know, but it's really strange how that all went down. So we're all missing CB. CB will be with me at Monroe Comic-Con in Detroit in September. And then he'll be part of the big Texas group that's going down to San Antonio in October. Yeah. So there we go. There we go. Guys, any final questions here? I'm going to hop off and start posting links around, make sure everybody knows that we are live here tonight. And then tomorrow I'm getting back to work on some other things. I have some scripts that I'm sending off to some people One of them is, I think we got the guy. Again, just like with the artist that we have for Penny for Your Soul, I'm not going to say it until it's locked in. But if we get this guy to do this book, I think it's going to be really amazing. And it would be a sort of it would be for an immediate project, but it would also be for a down the line, larger scale project as well. So, yeah, I think it would be really great. So fingers crossed, should get an answer from him in the next couple of days. But I got to finish up a couple of pages on the script so he can have the whole thing. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. Final questions, guys. Anything going on tonight? Thank you, man. Yeah, trust me, you're going to love this when you get this announcement. If it goes off right, you're going to really like it. Got it sorted. Well, as long as you have your day one stuff, you can always kind of tinker around with it and make sure you got what you need, man. Appreciate the help. Appreciate that spot. There's always something. Doesn't matter how many check marks are on this list. There's always something. Holy smokes. All right, guys, I'm going to bail out. Appreciate you all. Do me a favor, post the link, spread it around, put it in your groups, put it in your feed, put it in wherever you do your social media. And we just continue to get some hits here. Dave, you got your day one secret pledge. Beautiful. Excellent. Love it. It's it's a tricky thing. We've discovered it's a tricky thing. But we're going to learn, we're going to work our way through it. And yeah, so I'm going to bail out. We'll talk to you guys later. Again, we'll be doing some live stuff. I will be doing Big Dog Inc. show tomorrow, Comic Book Shopping Network on Facebook. We will be doing a live show, episode 221, as we move towards Customer Appreciation Night 225. So come be part of that. We're going to have some books on there that we have not had on the show before. And we're getting back into the cycle of our weekly live shows too. So, you got it all figured out, Freddie. Excellent. Beautiful. All right. Thanks, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Have a good night. Please help us out. Talk about the book. Tell your friends. Spread the links around. I'm going to go do that right now. We'll see you all tomorrow night, Comic Book Shopping Network.